What's going on? How am I to perceive this personified state of mind? A spellbound sorcery inhabits the rings of my overstory. Careful what you wish for, as long-gone acorns grow a life of their own. I still remember my seed-sowing days. It was like the whole world was inside me, waiting to explode into the whole world. Every bit of my own evolution tightly wound among the inherited strands of my grandmother's good looks. She was something, all right, majestic. Held space for the little ones while constantly dropping knowledge on our thick skulls. The rest of the outside community cherished her. She gave everything she had to provide a good life for all of us. Even the earliest of the two-leggeds revered her with song and dance as they feasted around her dinner table. Then the bad men came. They were different than the others. They looked at her lifetime through a microscope of mechanical infatuation, reduced her to a monetary figure in a material world, and two by two they mowed down an entire generation of elders. Seemed to do it all with little thought of anyone but themselves. Though somehow still a modicum of intention, as the cross-cut team committed a day's hard labor for their offense. We kept her memory alive as long as we possibly could. An outpouring of gratitude swept across the forest floor as we sacrificed ourselves to hang on to our roots. But eventually we were left to reassemble a resemblance of a fractured version of the only life we'd ever known. We did the best we could amid the waves of agricultural genocide and seemed determined to undermine everything we stood for. Every onslaught of growth progressed our downfall as ancient wisdom was traded for antique furniture. My own death song rattled the canopy as the flanneled cavalry tread heavily across the timberland. Mindless expansion of engineered marvels by marvelous egomaniacs promised a more efficient millwork. With today's technology of terror, soldiers need not second-guess their authority, equipped with the tools to shred through a faceless population limb by limb and home in time for takeout. Who cares if they inadvertently remove a vital organ in the process? Science man has his knee on an iron lung. Damaged collateral left breathless in the street. The lack of forethought required to continuously convert ecology into economy has perpetrated the perpetuation of this crumbling cookie-cutter society, one incapable of even sheltering its own from the inevitable fallout. Efficient indeed. Unaware about the true cost of living. The printed pulp emphasizes the rising price of logging receipts as the settler-descended do-it-yourselfers complain of the costly overhead extracted to ecocide an entire village. So tell me again, how many scraps of paper a planet borrowed from our children is worth?